Welcome back, children. So now today we are going to start the second part of the chapter types of software. So before we begin, we will revise what we read yesterday. Okay. So there's the first topic is what is software. So children, what is software? The software is a collection of a program that we store and run on the computer hardware and help user to work on the computer. Okay, it is a software that is a part of computer which cannot be touched or seen. So there is second topic is types of software. There are two types of software, system software and application software. In the system software there are three types: operating software, language processor, utility software. And in application software there is two types: general purpose application software and specific purpose application software. So yesterday we read one of it, that is operating software. Now today we will study the rest of two parts of this and also about the application software. So now let us start from the topic of the utility software. Today's first topic is utility program and software. So what is utility programs and software? Utility software perform specific tasks usually related to managing a computer and its device or its programs. So utility software is an app program designed to perform maintenance or housekeeping work on the computer system in order to ensure its smooth functioning. Its smooth functioning means it helps it to perform better. Okay, so some utility help you to avoid virus attack, take backup of your data, recover data that has been accidentally erased. Okay, so antivirus, backup, disk repair, these are the examples of the utility software. So children, you can buy various utility programs from the licensed computer stores. Okay, so some utility programs are also available free of cost on the internet. So let us start from the first, that is network utility. What is network utility? Network utility means it checks the network connectivity and configuration of the network devices. It also examines the network speed and performance, monitors network traffic from the console, and tracks the bandwidth usage. What is bandwidth usage? Bandwidth usage means it refers to how much digital information we can send or receive across a connection in a certain amount of time. Each time you transfer data, that's the part of your total bandwidth usage. Okay. Now the second topic is file manager. What do you mean by file manager? There is a files and folders. So file manager means it helps the user to perform various operations on files such as viewing, editing, copying and deleting. And it also helps in managing files and folders and organizing them in a computer's storage devices. Okay. So now third topic is disk management. What do you mean by disk management? Disk drives, partition drives, format drives, etc. So what it mean? It mean that this utility enables a user to view and manage the disk drives installed in a computer, and it can be used to partition drives, format drives, assign drive letters and much more. Okay, now come to on the fourth topic, that is what is scanning. So scanning means protection of a computer. The act of the examining the computer system drives or files for possible virus and malware attack in your malware attack is known as a scanning. Okay, so scanning is done by using the antivirus utility. It is using the antivirus utility. The utility provides protection to your computer against virus attacks. It also includes tools to recover lost files and protect your machines against a system failure. So you should keep on updating your computer with the latest version of the antivirus programs from the internet to ensure that it is able to detect and fight every incoming virus threat. So for the example of the antivirus software are that is Quick Heal, Avast, AVG, Norton, etc. So you can scan the drive, pen drive and the entire computer system using the antivirus software. Now come to on backup. What do you mean by backup? That is restored in a case of damage or lost data. It means this is the process of storing a copy of data in another storage device so that it can be recovered and restored in case of damage or loss of original data file. Okay. Occasionally a hard disk may fail, resulting in the loss of all the files stored in it. Hence, an intelligent user keeps a backup of his files on various secondary storage devices like CD, pen drive and flash drives. These are the devices so that the original data can be restored in case of such failures. So data loss is very common and has caused serious problems for many organizations and individuals. Hence, it is essential to have a regular data backup from time to time. Now, the last one is compression. What do you mean by compression? Means shrink the files. It is a process that shrinks files so that less disk space is occupied. The files that are bigger in size need to be compressed while sending as an email attachment. These files cannot be read directly and must be decompressed to their actual form before use. For example, WinZip, PKZip, 7-zip, etc. Okay. So now come to on the second topic, that is language processor. What do you mean by language processor? So children, each software is created by writing a programs in computer programming languages. Okay. So software are created by writing programs in a computer language. There are many computer languages like C, C++, C hashtag, Python and Java. A computer is an electronic machine and can only understand the machine language, which comprises of zeros and ones. A computer is an electronic machine, as we know, and it can only understand the machine language, which comprises of zeros and ones. So the language processor is a software that translates or converts a program written in a computer language into the machine language. So children, what does it do? That language processor is a software that translates or converts a program written in a computer language into the machine language, and it can be understood by the computer. It translates the computer language to machine language. There are two topics, that is interpreter and compiler. What do you mean by interpreter? It translates the program code line by line. Means an interpreter translates the program code line by line and simultaneously executes a converted line. If any error is found, it displays the error and does not proceed until the error is rectified. And what do you mean by compiler? Compiler, that is converts the whole program into an equivalent machine code. Means a compiler is a translator program that converts the whole program into an equivalent machine code in one go. It generates the object code for the program along with the list of errors. Okay children, that's why program always compile, not interpret, because it takes too much time due to line by line check. Now come to on the next topic, that is application software. So this is all about the system software. And now come to on the topic application software. What are the application software? An application software is a set of programs designed to help users perform a specific task. They may be installed on a computer depending upon the user requirements. Different application software are available to serve a different purposes. Means these are the sets of programs developed by the programmers in order to perform specific types of jobs like beautifying the documents, doing calculations, arranging data in organized manner, making airline or railway reservation system, etc. Computer language are used to create these types of software. So the application software is of two types. So here is the types of application software. That is, first one is general purpose application software and second is special purpose application software. So now let us start the first one, that is general purpose application software. Okay, so general purpose application software are developed keeping in mind the general needs and requirements of the large number of people. Okay, so children, here are some examples, that is word processing software, electronic spreadsheets, database management system, and etc. Now come to on the first topic, that is word processing software. Word processing software means this type of software is used for creating text based documents such as letter, stories and reports. Okay, it means it provides many features to change the appearance of the text in the desired manner, and you can also easily add and delete, rearrange the documents. That means a word processor helps us to create a professional looking documents quickly and efficiently. For example, that is Microsoft Word, WordPad, OpenOffice or Writer, etc. Microsoft Word is one of the examples of the word processing software. Come to on the second topic, that is electronic spreadsheet. What do you mean by electronic spreadsheets? The software accepts data values in row and column format to allow to manipulate, calculate and analyze data in the desired manner. It means spreadsheet programs help us to perform calculations and display the data in the form of chart to analyze in the better way. It is used for creating a documents to manage and organize numerical data. Some of its application area like financial accounting, cost analysis, interest calculations, etc. So here's some examples are Excel, Lotus 123, etc. This is Microsoft Excel. Okay. So children, look at this icon. This is Microsoft Excel. So Microsoft Excel is also one of the example of the electronic spreadsheet. Okay, so this is the Microsoft Excel icon. So this is the third topic, that is database management system, DBMS. What do you mean by database management system? Database is a software program that lets you store a large amount of data in organized manner. A DBMS means database management system, can store detail about the customers, employees, products and so on. Means database management system is each one of us uses database unknowingly in our daily routine. For example, managing telephone directories, payroll informations, etc. So database software help us to arrange and store a large amount of information in an organized manner, and you can easily create, add, find, update, sort, search, print and retrieve the information stored in the database. So now here's the examples of the database management systems are MS Access, OpenOffice or Base, Fox Pro, Oracle, etc. So children, look at this picture. This is also one of the examples of the database management system, that is Microsoft Access. A Microsoft Access is also help us to arrange the large amount of information in an organized manner. The next topic is a presentation software. What do you mean by presentation software? The software application is used to create and design slideshows and multimedia presentations. What do you mean by presentation software? It is also used to present an idea or concept in a lively manner. This software helps us to create and display slides on the computer or a projector for the business and educational purposes. It lets you create slides, charts, animations and video clips. For the example, MS PowerPoint, Adobe Flash, etc. So children, look at this icon. This is the Microsoft PowerPoint icon. It is one of the examples of the presentation software. Okay. Children, today's fifth topic, that is desktop publishing software. What do you mean by desktop publishing software? This type of software is used for creating designs and layouts of the books, journals, newspapers, etc. Means these applications help you to combine both text and graphic features to design professional documents like newsletters, printed form, advertisements, books, posters, magazines, etc. With the help of these examples, that is Corel Draw, Adobe InDesigns, etc. These are the softwares which are help for creating a designs. So children, look at this icon. This is the icon of the Corel Draw. This is the icon of the software of the desktop publishing software. With the help of this, we can also create and combine the graphic features to design the professional documents. It is one of the examples of the desktop publishing software. And sixth examples of the general purpose application software is a graphic software. What is graphic software? This software allows you to create and edit the images like charts, graphs, photographs, logos, cartoons and much more. For the examples, you can take the help of the software like Paint, Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, AutoCAD. These are the software to create the images. Okay. Now come to on the last examples, that is multimedia software. What is multimedia software? The multimedia software, this type of application is used to create and design slideshows and multimedia presentations. Means it is used to create a video, animation, sound, graphics, text with the high degree of the interaction. For the example, you can take the help of the game software, Windows Media Player, etc. Now come to on the last topic of the application software. This is the special purpose application software, that is also known as a customized software. Customized software means modified. Okay. Now what is special purpose application software? That is a specific purpose application software is developed keeping in mind the specific requirements of any organization or an individuals. Means the software which are designed to meet the specific needs of any user are known as a specific purpose application software. This software designs especially to achieve a specific task, also known as a customized software. So there are some examples of the special purpose or a specific purpose application software. That is first one, reservation system, billing systems, payroll systems, tally, bussy, etc. Children, this chapter, that is types of software, is now completed and finished. So let us start. We will revise once the chapter. In this chapter, what we learned, that is the software is a collection of programs and helps users to work on the computer. Software is of two types: system software, application software. System software, it controls overall operations and internal working of computer. Application software, it controls overall activities. Utility programs, that managing computers, its devices or its programs. A language processor, translating the programming language into a machine language. Application software are sets of programs and developed by programmers to perform specific types of jobs. It is of two types: the general purpose application software and special purpose application software. So children, all chapters are finished now. Thank you.